forwards, number 52, Randy Geister. And number 34, Brian Heisey. At center, number 44, Brian Peterson. Guards, number 20, Paul Nye. And number 10, Rick Radetsky. Guarding for Little Falls. At the forward, number 45, Gary Wolters. Number 55, Paul Cameron. At center, number 43, Milo Bakowski. The guards, number 23, Doug Fragine. And number 15, Brian Silvernick.
All right, there you have your starting lineups. Quickly, here's the size matchups. The two guards for Prior Lake, Radetsky and Eastman, 5'10", or excuse me, Radetsky 5'10" and Nye 5'10". Two guards for Little Falls, Silvernick 6'3", Fragine 6'1". The centers, Peterson is 6'9.5" for Prior Lake, and Bakowski 6'5" for Little Falls. The forwards, Heisey goes 6'8", and Geister goes 6'4.5", or Geister goes 6'4.5". Wolters is 6'6", and Cameron 6'5". So you got a lot of atmosphere and stratosphere out there on both these ball clubs. Should be a good one. We're ready to go, and here's Roger.
Peterson and Cameron will jump center. Tip controlled by Prior Lake. This is Nye with it. Radetsky. Little Falls opens up in a man-to-man. Nye with the ball. Looking inside all the time. Heisey with the first shot. It's 2-0. Prior Lake with full court pressure. Fragine with it. And now they fall back. 3-2 zone for Prior Lake as we open up. Fragine. Bakowski. Now Silvernick has it tipped away, but he recovers it. Fragine again in the lane. Jump shot is up by Bakowski. Around and in. 2-2. Into the forecourt is Radetsky. Gets it ahead to Heisey. Heisey had a good game in their opening round. He was probably the best player on Prior Lake's team on that occasion. Radetsky again into Peterson. Play it off to Nye. Gets his man in the air, now tries it. Rebound comes down to Walters. Oh, almost threw it away. Now they keep it in play.
Walters had a super game for Little Falls in the first game against Minneapolis Central.
Fragine in the forecourt. Silvernick. Along the baseline. Shot by Walters. Good. 4-2, Little Falls.
Walters hit in the 30-point bracket in the first day's action.
Pressure out court there by Little Falls. 9 now for Prior Lake. Radetsky again. Peterson way out court. I'm sure they don't want him out there, at least not most of the day. Nye with the ball. He's going to try the long one. That one's off the rim. Rebound to Heisey. Up and no good. Rebound Heisey again. And he has all 4 points for Prior Lake. Pass down court. Walters over Peterson. The foul is called. Peterson's first, his team's first. That'll be 2 shots for Walters.
Well, both clubs doing just exactly what we expected so far. They're going at each other. Heisey with good determination on the offensive boards at one end and Walters at the other.
Walters will get one more. The game is tied at 4-4. 5:58 remaining in the first period. It's the second one. Little Falls by a point at 5-4. Rick Radetsky will bring it up for Prior Lake. Silvernick after him. Now Fragine. Silvernick picks him up again. On the baseline. Lob pass in the lane. Intercepted by Fragine. 2-on-2. Walters on his left. Fragine in the lane. Holds it up right there. Looking for help. Gets it from Cameron. Nordengo. Rebound. Bakowski up. No good again. Tipped by Walters. No good. Tipped around. Recovered by Prior Lake's Rick Radetsky. And a foul is called
It's on Prior Lake.
I think Radetzky's going to get the foul. He got the ball, but he also got the foul.
There it is. You see a lot of very physical action underneath and over the shoulder right there on Radetzky.
First personal for him, second team foul for Prior Lake. Vergeen with the jumper. 7-4, Little Falls.
That outside help might be a deciding factor in this game. The outside shooting.
Well, tipped out of bounds by Walters. Prior Lake will get it back again. Randy Geister.
Because underneath, they're both pretty evenly matched size-wise anyway.
Geister to put it in play. Gets it out to Geister along the baseline. Didn't get up and in. Peterson got the tip in.
Very close to goaltending on that one.
Yes, he did. Very close. Now they gave it to Geister. Apparently Peterson didn't touch it at all. This is Silbernick with it. That was Geister's first basket also. 2-3 zone now for Prior Lake. Ball tipped up once by Batkowski. Didn't go. Recovered by Walters. He'll try the left-hander. That one missed everything. It's going to be Prior Lake's ball.
Well, the Lakers with a chance to go back out in front. On the scoreboard as you look at it, Little Falls is the home team and Prior Lake the visitors.
4:39 to go, first period. Little Falls by a point at 7-6. Radetzky gets it inside to Peterson, working against Cameron. Jumper is up and good. Now Peterson does get his first basket, and Prior Lake leads it 8-7.
Second time they've been out in front.
Vergeen with the ball in backcourt for Little Falls. Looking for help. Gets it from Cameron. And he gives it back to Vergeen. 2-1-2 zone now for Prior Lake. They're switching around a little bit. Walters left-hander, no good. Underneath Cameron, couldn't handle it. Heisey has it. This is Nye. In the lane for Peterson. Underneath Geister. Short shot is up and no good. Rebound comes down to Batkowski.
Boy, Peterson was right up there again, right on the rim.
I think he knew what he was doing, too.
Yeah.
He let it go. I think he knew if he touched it, it was goaltending. He didn't want it.
Timing was just slightly off.
Jumper by Vergeen is short. Tipped once by Walters. Doesn't go. Rebound Batkowski. Up and good.
Boy, that's tough underneath there, Rod.
Batkowski has 4, and Little Falls leads again by a point at 9-8. Radetzky in the forecourt. Double team, but gets away. Heisey in the corner. And Radetzky again. Goes to the baseline. Plays all the way. Has it blocked by Cameron. Recovered by Silbernick.
Stepped on the baseline.
He stepped on the baseline as he started away, so Prior Lake will get it back again.
I'll tell you, you better have your armor on if you're going to go underneath that basket. It is really tough under there.
Better have your shoes laced up today, boys. Pass way out court to Nye. Now Heisey will try it. Got it again. Heisey with 6. He's picking up right where he left off against Highland Park.
Boy, is he an improved ball player over a year ago.
Steal by Radetzky. Prior Lake gets it on the turnover. They lead at 10-9. 2:56 to go, first period. Nye with it. Little Falls has changed. They've gone to a zone now. No, they're still man-to-man. Excuse me. Long one by Radetzky. Doesn't go. Peterson has it.
That's what he was looking for before. This time he had it timed perfectly.
Steal again in backcourt, and Radetzky gets another one. First basket for Radetzky. Little Falls will talk it over. Time out on the floor. The score is Prior Lake 14 and Little Falls 9.
The year, and he now has a 5-point deficit staring him in the face.
2.5 minutes to go, first period. Prior Lake in a full court press and giving Little Falls a lot of trouble. Vergeen in the forecourt now. Gives it to Batkowski. Back to Vergeen, and they will set it up. 3-2 zone again for Prior Lake. Walters double teamed, has trouble and loses it. Back comes Radetzky.
I tell you, if there's been anything that's been a surprise, it's been the defensive ability of Prior Lake.
Nye with a shot. Comes up short. Tipped by Peterson away from everybody, but it's recovered by Cameron.
I don't think anybody looked for Prior Lake to press or to play defense as quick as they have.
Vergeen with it in the lane. Cameron gets Peterson in the air, lays it up and in. Foul was called. Will the basket be good or not?
Yes.
It is. Cameron's first basket. You see he gets Peterson in the air, and it probably could have been a foul right there, but it wasn't called. It was called after that.
Geister picked up the foul.
Geister's first, Prior Lake's third. Cameron with a chance at a three-point play. He can get Little Falls back within 2. And he does not. Peterson with a rebound.
To point out here, Roger, the Little Falls has not committed a foul yet, and that could be a factor later on.
Little Falls applying a little pressure. They look like they're going to go after Radetzky and make him control things. This is Geister along the baseline. Didn't get the shot he wanted, as you saw. And it comes down to Silbernick.
Underneath, that time they had Peterson screened out. And he could not get to the board at all.
1:19 to go first period. This is Walters with it. Looking out court to Fragine. Silbernick. Gives it to Walters. Tried to get it to Fragine. Batted away by Radetzky. Ball loose in the backcourt. Nye picks it up, and he'll set it up. 1 minute to go in the period. Peterson will try the jumper. Got it. Peterson has 6. 16-11, Prior Lake. Into the forecourt is Walters of Little Falls. Down to Bakowski, up and in. 8 points for Bakowski. 16-13. Radetzky with it. 30 seconds. We'll see if they go for one shot or not. Peterson throws it off to Nye. Heisey's going to take the shot. Got it.
I think the big improvement in Heisey as you look at the score again, Roger, is the mobility. Last year he was just a big guy, and he's a lot more mobile this year. He moves to the ball.
8 seconds in the period. They're going to have to hurry. Cameron has it up, but it's blocked. The foul is called. I think it's going to be Heisey.
There it is again. You see him go up, and really the basket screening part of it looks like he might have got him with the body.
Heisey's first, his team's 4th. Little Falls does not have a foul. They will soon be in the bonus. Cameron will get another. In verse 1 of 2, it's 18-14. Prior Lake will have to hurry. 4 seconds. Radetzky is cut off. 2 seconds. 1 second. Won't be good if it goes. That's the end of the first quarter with a score. Prior Lake 18 and Little Falls 14.
Underneath and out front, which we really did not expect. And I got to say, Raj, that the referees are letting them play the game, and so far it's been a corker.
Well, both teams have relatively the same style of play, and that's the way to do it if you're officiating. Cameron will jump center against Peterson. Looks like Little Falls is trying to attack Radetzky out front, but he's been getting away from him.
He's quicker than they might have anticipated.
I think you're right. I think he's a little quicker than they thought he was. Ball tipped into the backcourt. Oh, Fragine kind of loafed after it. Nye beat him to it. Puts the shot up, and a foul is called.
Yep. That was just a case, I think, where Doug Fragine was not aware of the fact that Nye was there, and Nye just put on that quick burst, got around him, picked up the ball, and there wasn't much else Doug could do but foul him.
That's the first personal for Fragine and the first team foul for Little Falls. 2 shots. First one is good. That's Nye's first point, and Prior Lake leads by 5. Does not go. Cameron with a rebound.
To this point in the game, Roger, Prior Lake much more impressive than they were opening day.
I should say.
They looked very good.
This is Fragine with it. Fragine again. Looking inside. This is Walters. Fragine in the lane. Bakowski lays it off.
Oh, beautiful.
What
a feed.
First basket for Silbernick, and Little Falls are going to press. 2-2-1 zone.
This is going to be interesting to see what happens now. Whether Prior Lake brings the big guys down to help out.
And they do very rapidly, and that's the way to play it. This is Nye. Geister with a shot. Rebound tipped out, way out court, and picked up there by Radetzky.
Little Falls right now trying to screen out, keep Peterson off of those rebounds.
Lob pass into Peterson. Turnaround jumper is up and no good. Rebound tipped once, no good. Heisey has it. He has 10 points. 21-16. Prior Lake by 5. Pass away into the forecourt to Fragin. Ahead for Bakowski. Back to Fragin. He'll try the jumper from the corner. No good. Tipped way up in the air. It's recovered by Peterson, but he couldn't save it. It was out of bounds over by the Little Falls bench, and the Flyers will get it back. First substitution of the day is Scott Eastman, number 14 of Prior Lake.
We knew that Little Falls was very mobile with their big men. I'm very surprised at the agility being shown by Geisy, Peterson, and Heisey, all showing a lot more mobility than they did opening day in the tournament, offensively and defensively.
Walters with a left-hander. No good. Rebound, Heisey. Prior Lake with the ball and a 5-point lead. This is Nye with it. Back out to Radetzky. Nye again. He's wide open. Drives the baseline. 3 points for Nye. The biggest lead of the day for Prior Lake at 7, 23-16.
They're having very little difficulty penetrating that defense.
Walters with it. Has the ball tipped away and stolen by Radetzky. A fast break. Nye picks up the tip by Fragin. Peterson underneath, lays it up and in. 8 points for Peterson.
Right now, they're just eating them up.
And Little Falls is going to talk it over. Time out on the floor with the score.
In the tournament in Prior Lake has got to be a beautiful example of that right now.
They look about... They look like they brought 5 new guys in, is what happened.
They're just all over the place. So quick compared to the way they were Wednesday. Right now, at any rate.
Little Falls into the forecourt with Silbernick. Sets it up with Fragin. They trail by 9, 25-16. Cameron couldn't get it up over Heisey, and the ball comes loose, and back comes Prior Lake with Nye. He's going to be called for traveling.
Cameron came up behind him and got a hand on the ball and made him hang it up in the air while he took an extra step.
Prior Lake still pressing a little bit, not quite so seriously that time, however. Walters with it. Silbernick. Walters again. Walters with a left-hander is good.
That's where they're going to have to get help from outside. They've moved Walters outside now.
25-18.
He can shoot from out there.
Prior Lake with Heisey. The short jumper is around and no good. Rebound comes down long, picked up by Radetzky.
There's a young man playing a lot of ball so far.
2-3 zone here for Little Falls. Obviously to keep their rebounding power on the boards. They want 3 guys going to the boards against Heisey and Peterson. Nye with it. Radetzky. Nye again. Out front for Radetzky. Lob pass in for Peterson. Short jumper has got it. He has 10. 27-18. Prior Lake again by 9. Walters almost got hung up in the air. Got his dribble down and lucky to do so. This is Fragin. Walters has it tipped away by Peterson. Little Falls will get it back.
Are they alive on that Prior Lake bench?
Yes, they are.
Every time the ball changes hands or even comes close to changing hands, half the bench is up ready to come in the game.
Geister back in the ball game replacing Heisey. Silbernick. Walters with it. Silbernick again. Now Fragin out front. He'll try the jump shot. Around and around and in. Fragin has 4 points. And they turn over in backcourt. Little Falls is going to get it back. That's the first time the press has had any effect on Prior Lake.
Right. Scott Eastman is in for Prior Lake. They want to give Heisey a rest. Keep him fresh.
Fragin with it. Walters takes a look. The left-hander. Good again. 27-22. Little Falls is back within 5. 3:15 to go first half.
Well, that's exactly what Walters did against Central on Wednesday. He went outside and started to put the ball in.
Radetzky in the forecourt for Prior Lake. Geister with it in the lane. Short shot by Eastman doesn't go. Rebound to Cameron. He's tied up by Peterson. Will have a jump ball.
You tell me it's not tough under there, huh? You're going to have a bumper and a bruise or two.
Heisey back in the ballgame almost immediately for Prior Lake, replacing Eastman. Glenn Heisey's a tall kid and a little on the skinny side. I imagine he may have a little bit of a stamina problem.
Right.
I expect they have to get him out every now and again just to give him a little rest. Tip control by Prior Lake. Radetsky has it. They have a 5-point lead. In the lane, Peterson. Turn around over everybody. He has 12. 29-22. Prior Lake by 7. 2:35 to go. First half. This is Fergine.
Oh, they had a man wide open underneath.
Rakowski lays it off to Cameron down the lane. He's going to be called for traveling, I do believe. We'll see. Now it's going to be a foul. Will the basket count? It will. I thought Cameron gave it the fast shuffle in the lane there. He didn't.
And that, by the way, is the 15th foul now on Prior Lake. So any ensuing chances, not this one because it's after the shot was made, but they're in the 1-1. So they have a chance to cut that margin down.
Cameron can bring Little Falls back within 4 with a free throw here. And he does not. Rebound to Heisey. 29-24. Prior Lake in front. Geister with a shot. No good. Rebound to Welders. Cameron up court for the Flyers of Little Falls. Gets it to Fergine. Who's going to try the shot? That one is off the board and in, and the foul is called. Peterson draws the foul. The basket counts.
Here's that last shot again. As you watch it, there's a timeout on the floor. The score: Prior Lake 29, Little Falls 26.
There's something very surprising about this Samsonite Royal Traveler luggage from Twin City Federal. The price. This Samsonite shoulder tote only $17.95 with a deposit of $100 or more in a TCF savings account. This popular men's 3-suiter only $29.95. And how about this lady's beauty case? Only $17.95. See this lightweight scuff-resistant Samsonite at any Twin City Federal office. When the leader in savings and the leader in luggage bring you a bargain, it's a beauty.
I tell you, did you see that last shot by Doug Fergine? That's the way we learned to shoot at St. Stephen's Grade School in Minneapolis, where they had low beams. You just really ram it up there, and it came off the backboard. I'm surprised it didn't break it. He put it up there so hard. But it went down, and that's all that counts. 29-26.
Eddie has a chance at a 3-point play and an opportunity to bring his team back within 2 points. Fergine is a senior, standing 6'1". 2:11 remaining in the first half of play. Around off the top of the glass and comes down to Heisey. So a 3-point margin still for Prior Lake. 29-26. This is Nye with it to the baseline. Gets bumped and out of bounds. He's going to be called for traveling. So Cameron will put it in play for Little Falls. Prior Lake still in that press, 2-2-1, zone press, full court, and they've had some success with it.
I don't think, Roger, just watching the progress of the game, that either team, at least at this point, is going to run away with things.
Walters down the lane, up with a right-hander, tipped up once, no good. A foul is called underneath. The basket will not count. Geister draws the foul.
One official has said the basket will not count. See what the other one has to say. Pretty sure they waved it off.
They did. Third personal for Geister. And back quickly is Scott Eastman to replace him.
Prior Lake getting in a little bit of foul trouble. Geister with 3 and Brian Peterson with 2.
Rakowski with a 1-and-1. He'll have another. 29-27. Prior Lake by 2 points. By 1. 1:49 remaining, first half. Both teams pressing now, full court. Nye with it, cross court for Heisey. Ahead for Eastman. Now Nye again. So Peterson tries the baseline, lays it off underneath, stolen by Welders. He's going to hold it up. Oh, he's got it tipped away, recovers it. We're going to have a foul called in backcourt on Peterson.
Third one on Brian Peterson. Prior Lake's aggressiveness paid off for him early, but it may prove to be costly in the long run. Here's Walters. Eastman almost stole it, and then Brian Peterson came up and caught him with the body.
Walters with the 1-1. Can give Little Falls the lead if he hits them both. He does not. Peterson couldn't handle the rebound. It'll be Little Falls' ball. So they missed the free throw, but get another opportunity. That's the story with that much time left in the first half of play. Prior Lake by 1.
That lane is awfully open.
Right in the lane, they tried to get it into Walters, but it hit a Prior Lake player in the foot and went out of bounds, so Little Falls is going to get it back.
That lane was wide open, and I was looking for somebody to break down it, and he did. Silberneck went right down the middle.
This is Fragine with it. Silberneck, now Walters, the left-hander is up. Does not go, rebound to Peterson. Prior Lake fast breaking with Radetsky. Holds it up top of the key. To Nye. Prior Lake looking for a foul there. Nye recovers the ball after it's almost stolen. Cross court for Heisey. Heisey, free throw line. Good.
Boy, both those big guys have really got a nice touch, haven't they?
Heisey with 12. And Prior Lake again by 3 at 31-28. Walters into the forecourt for Fragine. Got double team, but got away. Fragine has it tipped away, and a foul is going to be called. Eastman. His first.
Here it is again. I think, in all honesty, we'd have to say that most everybody expected Little Falls to be the real aggressor, and it's been Prior Lake. It may prove to cost them in the long run, but they're really going after the ball.
Fragine with the 1-1. Does he get it? No, he doesn't. Little Falls has not shot free throws well at all today. Radetsky, they're 3-on-1. All the way down the lane. Left-hander up, high off the glass, no good. Rebound comes loose on the floor, picked up by Radetsky again. The left-hander's no good. Peterson with a triple. He has 14.
Anytime they can keep that ball up in the air that long, they're going to have a crack at it.
Prior Lake is back to a 5-point lead at 33-28. Bakowski lays it off underneath. Walters is all alone.
Beautiful pass.
9 points for Walters. 33-30. 14 seconds in the half. Radetsky in backcourt gets it ahead to Eastman. Radetsky again, 8 seconds. Radetsky in the lane. Peterson, 3 seconds, has it stolen away. That'll be the end of the half. That's the end of the first half with the score. Prior Lake 33 and Little Falls 30. Island Park in the opening round here on Wednesday. They really, in a 2-point victory, did not look particularly good for parts of the game, but a vast turnaround for them. Prior Lake has been very, very good here so far this afternoon. We should see, I would imagine, the same 10 people who started the game. For Little Falls, that would be Cameron, Walters, Bakowski, Silberneck, and Fragine. And for Prior Lake, Peterson, Heisey, Geister, Nye, and Radetsky. And that's the way it's going to be. Cameron will jump center against Peterson. To open the second half, it is controlled by Prior Lake with Radetsky. Gets it to Nye and Radetsky again. Prior Lake with a 3-point lead and the ball. Nye gets it off to Heisey. He will try the first shot. Does not go. Rebound tipped loose in the lane. Picked up by Cameron. Little Falls fast breaking. Cameron has it tipped away and stolen by Radetsky. Right back comes Prior Lake with Heisey. Takes a look. Doesn't go. Back to Radetsky. And out front to Nye. Heisey's going to try it again. This one is also no good. Rebound to Bakowski. Into the forecourt to Silberneck of Little Falls. Silberneck looking for help. Gets it there from Fragine. Walters along the lane to Cameron. Cameron finds nothing. Comes back out with it. Fragine will try the jump shot. Around and no good. Tipped up, no good. Tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Heisey. Nope, check that. Cameron. So it's going to be Prior Lake's ball. Little Falls pressing. Both teams have used the full court press for a good share of the game. This is Nye. Gets it ahead to Geister. Geister lays it up and no good. Tipped once, no good. Heisey up and no good again. Comes down to Cameron. Has it tipped away by Heisey. This is Nye. Up and good. No good. It didn't go. And a foul is called. A lot of action underneath that basket. Well, the littlest man in the whole group finally picked it up. That's Paul Nye. He got the shot, didn't go, but Cameron fouled him, and Nye will get 2. For Cameron, that's his first. The first team foul of the half for Little Falls. Nye with 3 points so far. They get 4. Prior Lake by 4 at 34-30. Around and no good. Rebound to Bakowski. Gets it out to Silbernick, and he's into the forecourt for Little Falls. To Walters. He's going to try the left-hander. 34-32. Walters has 11. Again, the press by Little Falls after the successful basket. It's just Radetzky with it. Gets it ahead to Heisey. He's into the forecourt. Peterson is down deep. They get it to him as it tipped away by Silbernick. But a foul was called just prior to the pass, I think. Heisey was fouled by Bakowski. He's 43, reaching in. And Prior Lake will get it back again. First foul for Bakowski, second team foul for Little Falls. Radetzky with it. Prior Lake has a 2-point lead. Nye gets it off to Heisey. His jump shot is around and no good. Rebound tip comes to Peterson, up and in. He has 16. Bakowski gets it ahead to Walters and to Fragine along the baseline to Cameron. Goes right after Peterson. They're going to have what? Offensive foul against Cameron. His second personal. Third team foul in the half for Little Falls, in the team foul situation exactly reversed from the first half when Prior Lake got in trouble early. Now Little Falls is in trouble early. Prior Lake does not have a team foul in the half. Nye with a shot. Nye has 5. And Prior Lake leads by 6, 38-32. Cameron with it. This is Walters. Looking inside, finds nothing. Tried to get it to Fragine, almost lost it, but gets it back again. Walters again with the left-handed jump shot. That does not go in the lane. Silbernick is fouled by Heisey. Heisey's second, first team foul for Prior Lake. Geister draws it, I beg your pardon. Well, for Randy Geister, that's 4, so they will take him out and replace him with Scott Eastman. Ryan Heisey remains with just 1 foul. 38-32. Prior Lake is on top. Brian Silbernick at the free throw line for Little Falls. He will have 2 shots. He'll have 1 more. First substitution of the game for Little Falls. Number 35 is Craig Griffith. He's a sophomore at 6'6". Well, they had to move some people off the court. Now that they're organized again, Silbernick will get the second of 2 shots. (38-33). Prior Lake in front by 5. And still by 5. Rebound down to Peterson. 5:26 to go, third quarter. This is Nye with it. Radetzky. Nye again and Radetzky. Heisey with it in the lane to Peterson. Turnaround jump shot. Instead lays it off up underneath the Nye for the basket. Good pass there by Peterson. Nye has 7. 40-33. Prior Lake in front. Get it ahead to Griffith. Gives it there to Walters in the lane to Silbernick. Goes right to the hoop, puts it up and no good. Tipped up and in by Cameron. Cameron has 7. 40-35. Prior Lake in front. 4:40 to go, third quarter. This is Radetzky with it. Eastman, lob pass underneath. Peterson draws a real crowd, but gets the shot away and doesn't get it. Rebound comes down to Cameron. Gets it out there to Silbernick, ahead to Fragine. Fragine to Griffith. Griffith is a pretty good-sized young fella. I'm sure they want him in for more rebounding bulk. Tried to lay it off to Cameron. Ball picked up by Eastman. Radetzky in the forecourt for Prior Lake. Heisey takes a look. Does not shoot. Back out to Nye. Now Radetzky. Nye again. Radetzky to Eastman. Eastman along the baseline. A foul is called. Foul called against Griffith. That's his first personal. But more importantly, the 4th team foul of the half for Little Falls. Eastman puts it in play for Prior Lake. Gets it into Radetzky. Nye with it. Lob underneath to Peterson again. Draws the crowd. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Little Falls. (40-35). Prior Lake in front. Cameron will put it in play in backcourt. 3:40 to go in the third quarter. Cameron across to Silbernick and ahead to Griffith. Green with it. And Walters with a jump shot. Does not go. Rebound to Heisey. Left-handed shot by Radetzky is no good, but a foul was called underneath. Cameron draws the foul. Well, that is his 3rd. 5th team foul for Little Falls. The Little Falls now very much in trouble in terms of team fouls, and Paul Cameron in trouble individually. He has 3 at this point. Peterson to the free throw line for Prior Lake. Does not get it. Rebound to Cameron. Fragine into the forecourt. Silbernick into Cameron. Short jumper is no good, but a foul is called. That's going to be Eastman. His second team foul for Prior Lake. Eastman is 14. Bakowski back in the ball game for Little Falls, replacing Griffith. Cameron will have 2 shots. He'll get one more. 40-36. Prior Lake in front. Around and no good. Little Falls having a lot of trouble from the free throw line today. Remains at 40-36. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Nye into the forecourt. Silbernick after him. Double team. Gets it away. Almost stolen by Walters, but recovered by Radetzky. To Eastman. Drives the baseline. Almost lost it. Whistle dead, and it's going to be traveling against Eastman. Again, the press by Prior Lake. Silbernick, Bakowski, ahead to Walters, looking for help. Going to carry it himself. Now gets it ahead to Silbernick. Fragine takes a look. Gets it off there to Cameron. Silbernick. Fragine. He will try the jump shot. Does not go. Rebound. Silbernick. Short shot is up and good. Silbernick with 5. Little Falls back within 2 at 40-38. Nye with it. Now Nye will carry into the front court after getting the pass there from Radetzky. Gives it right back to Radetzky, and they will set up from there. 2:10 to go. Third quarter. Prior Lake by 2. Nye with a shot. Good again. Nye has 7 points in the half and 10. Walters gets hammered from behind by Radetzky, and he'll have 2 shots. Rick Radetzky's second personal, third team foul for Prior Lake.
Foul is on Radetzky, number 10.
That's Cameron, who had gone over to the bench to talk to Coach Al Bauman.
Walters shooting 2.
Walters with 2 shots. Does not go. He gets one more. Well, if they had made their free throws, Little Falls could be leading in the ball game, but as you see, they trail by 4. Gets the second one. And they trail by 3 with 1:53 remaining in the third quarter. Radetzky in backcourt gets it ahead to Eastman. Eastman, Heisey. Radetzky again to Nye. Radetzky looking inside to Peterson. Lays it off to Eastman. His shot is up and doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Walters. Little Falls fast breaking with Bergin. Carries it all the way. Scoop shot is batted out of bounds. And a foul is called. Radetzky draws the personal. Steve Bergin had no intention of anything but going right for it. Got the scoop shot up. Didn't go, but the foul was called against Radetzky. That's his third. Bergin will have 2 shots and can bring his team back within 1 if he can convert. Again, doesn't get it. .42-40. Prior Lake in front. That's how much time remains in the third period. Radetzky into the forecourt for Peterson. Cross court for Nye. He will try the shot. Long rebound comes out, picked up by whom? It's going to be Bergin of Little Falls. Bergin down court quickly. Lays it off to Silvernick. Puts it up, blocked by Peterson. And that's his 4th foul. So Brian Peterson in serious foul trouble. Watch it again, and Mike Jarabek has to make the decision right now whether or not to get him out, and he's going to, I believe, as Randy Geister comes back in. Also coming in is Dave Simpkins. Peterson goes out, and Eastman goes out. Geister and Simpkins come in. With 1:04 remaining in the period, Silvernick will have 2 shots, the chance to tie it up. But, of course, Peterson out of the game has got to be bad for Prior Lake. Again, Little Falls fails to convert from the line. Silvernick will have 1 more. Doesn't get it. Heisey with the rebound. Prior Lake retains the 2-point lead. Nye to Geister, back to Nye. They'll set it up on top of Radetzky. Nye again. 50 seconds in the third quarter. Lob pass into Heisey. Up and good. Heisey has 14. Cameron gets it ahead to Silvernick. Into Walters. Goes right to the hoop. No good. Walters tips it in. Walters has 14. 44-42. Prior Lake in front. Ball tipped loose but picked up by Nye. Has it tipped away from him. Nye gets it back again. Little Falls really attacking the Prior Lake guards right now. This is Radetzky with it. Nye again. Heisey. Free throw line. Down the lane is Simpkins. Lost control of it. Picked up by Little Falls. This is Silvernick. 2 seconds to go. Better hurry. I don't think it'll count if it goes. That's the end of the third quarter. The score, Prior Lake 44, Little Falls 42. Against Duluth Central. Peterson is back in for Prior Lake. So Mike Jarabek has obviously decided to go with him and get what he can and hope that he doesn't foul out. Peterson playing with 4. Tip control by Prior Lake. Heisey gets it off to Nye and Radetzky. Prior Lake leads by 2. Radetzky with it. Heisey. Radetzky again. Nye takes a look. Radetzky, Nye again. Has it tipped away, picked up there by Heisey. Radetzky gets it off to Nye. 7.5 minutes remaining. Heisey again is good. Heisey has 16. Fast breaking is Fragine. Missed it. It's going to be goaltending, I believe. Yes, it is. Heisey was up in the cylinder. The basket by Fragine. Fragine gets the bucket, and I think he probably missed the layup. Wyatt Heisey probably wishes he had it back. 46-44. Again, Prior Lake by 2. Traveler called against Rick Radetzky. Had a notion of going for the hoop, but just didn't handle the ball cleanly. Little Falls gets it back with a chance to tie the game. They trail by 2. Into the forecourt is Walters. Walters gets it off to Bakowski. His short jumper is around and no good. Tipped once, no good. Tipped around again. Heisey has it for Prior Lake. Fast breaking with Nye. Ahead for Geister. He's going to be called for traveling. They'll go the other way. So Little Falls with another chance to tie it. Walters into the forecourt, tipped away from behind, but recovered along the baseline by Bakowski. He bounces it off Peterson's leg, goes through everybody, and picked up finally by Nye of Prior Lake. He steps on the sideline, and Little Falls will get another chance to tie it. Well, the game has gotten a little bit loose here early in the fourth quarter.
Mike Jarabek has just put 800 miles on his speedometer across the way. He is really pacing.
Little Falls trails by 2. And again, they have a chance to tie. Bear in mind that Brian Peterson, the big man for Prior Lake, is playing with 4 fouls. In the lane, Silbernick lays it up, blocked by Peterson. Picked up by Walters. He's tied up by Radetzky. Or is he? We'll have a foul called. That's going to be Geister. A foul called away from the play, and Geister fouls out of the game.
Well, Geister fouls out. Peterson has 4, and fouls may eventually decide this game. We're just going to have to wait and see. I think, Roger, you know, Prior Lake has come out and been very aggressive, and I think that's the way they had to play Little Falls. Whether it's going to pay off for them in the long run, just we're going to have to wait and see.
Walters at the free throw line. Gets the first one. He'll have one more. He can tie the game with another. Well, they're going to talk it over. Time out on the floor. The score is Prior Lake 46 and Little Falls 45.
46-45. Prior Lake leads Little Falls. The last time Little Falls had the lead was it 9-8. They have not had the lead since. It has not been tied since, but it could be right now.
Gary Walters will have the second of 2 coming up. He has 15 points so far in the game. 16. We're tied at 46. Radetzky in backcourt for Prior Lake now brings it in. Double team, but gets away to Nye. Nye is double teamed. He gets away. Heisey gets it out to Radetzky underneath Peterson. Lost it, but a foul was called.
Walters, I think.
Walters, that's his first. 45 to Peterson's right there. Both teams are in the bonus. Peterson with a 1-and-1. We'll have another. Prior Lake back out in front, 47-46. Doesn't get the second one. Rebound tipped around. Heisey has it. Jump shot is around and no good. But a foul is called. Basket will not count. Foul occurred long before that. Walters again. His second personal. Foul occurred long before the tip in here by Eastman. So Heisey at the free throw line. 2 shots for him. He gets another. 48-46.
I'm really impressed by that young man, Roger.
He's played very well in this tournament. Doesn't get the second one. Rebound to Cameron. That much time. 6 minutes remaining. in the ball game. Fregene with it. Silbernick. Fregene again with a long jump shot. That's short. Rebound fought for. Tipped by Bakowski. He saves it. Here comes to Walters. Left-handed jump shot is no good. Rebound tipped once, no good. Cameron again, no good. Once more Cameron. Cameron comes down with it. And a foul is called.
Who on? Is it Peterson?
I don't know. I don't think so. Heisey, perhaps.
I'm sure a lot of people in the Prior Lake section are breathing a lot easier right now. Awfully tough under there, and it could be that Heisey and Peterson are getting a little tired. Little Falls seems to be getting up on that offensive board better than they were earlier.
Cameron with 1 and 1 gets the first. And he can tie the game with another. He does not. Rebound to Heisey. Prior Lake with a 1-point lead and the ball. Nye with it. Heisey at the free throw line takes a look. Now puts it up. No good. Rebound Peterson, no good. Long rebound to Radetsky. Heisey will try again. This time he gets it. Heisey has 19. 50-47. Prior Lake by 3. Walters gets it back to Fregene. Ahead to Cameron. Cameron looks for help. Still looking. Cross court to Silbernick. He lost it, but it's picked up by Fregene. Fregene with it. Looking inside. Gets it to Walters. His jump shot is up and around and no good. Rebound Peterson. Ahead for Radetsky. Nye will try the short one. Has a block from behind and picked up by Fregene, but he came back from out of bounds to pick up the loose ball. And you can't do that. Prior Lake gets it back. Prior Lake wants to talk it over. So there's a timeout on the floor. The score is Prior Lake 50 and Little Falls 47. 3-point lead for Prior Lake. They will have the ball under their own basket when we resume. 4:43 remaining in the ball game. Pretty good crowd here this afternoon. I would say the best crowd of the tournament by quite a margin. Brian Peterson of Prior Lake has played nearly a half of this quarter with 4 fouls. Little Falls has nobody in that predicament. Randy Geister has fouled out already for Prior Lake. Paul Cameron has 3 for Little Falls, so he is near to being in trouble. Lob pass out front to Nye. Gives it off to Radetsky. Nye again. Radetsky. Silbernick after him. Radetsky's double teamed. Looking for help. Gets it there from Heisey as he came way out. Heisey gets it off to Nye. Nye is double teamed. Gets to Radetsky. Radetsky starts down the lane. Lays it off for jumper is no good. Up and in by Peterson. Peterson has 19. 5-point lead for Prior Lake. 52-47. Silbernick is going to be called for traveling. So the turnover gives it back to Prior Lake. This is Radetsky with it in backcourt. Looking ahead for help. Gets in there himself. Gets it out to Nye. Nye ahead for Heisey. Heisey to the baseline. His shot is good. And suddenly a 7-point lead here for Prior Lake, and Little Falls will talk it over. Time out on the floor. The score is Prior Lake 54. And Little Falls 47. Losing the ball game. The difference between Prior Lake today and their opening round on Wednesday is about night and day. That's probably the best way you could put it. They are so much better today. It's hardly possible to describe. Walters got the shot away. Baskowski with the rebound will be called for traveling. So Prior Lake puts it in play in backcourt. They get it into Nye. To Radetsky. Radetsky dribbles through everybody. Lays it off underneath Eastman all alone, up and in. And a foul is called. Baskowski. That extends the lead to 9 points. Right there. If Eastman can convert the 10-point lead with 3:20 remaining, it would loom very, very large indeed. Little Falls would have a tough time. Doesn't get it. Peterson with a rebound, loses it to Silvernick from behind. Drageen will try the long jumper. No good. Rebound. To whom? Baskowski had it, tipped away, and it's picked up by Heisey. In backcourt, Nye very quickly into the forecourt where they will set it up with Radetsky. Peterson gets Cameron in the air, now drives the lane, up and good. Prior Lake just when they appeared in danger of being overcome by Little Falls. Little Falls finally came back to tie the game. Prior Lake has just spurted. They lead by 11. Reverse layup by Walters goes down, and it's 58-49. Walters has 18. This is Eastman with it. Gets it ahead to Heisey. 2.5 minutes remaining. Peterson, short jumper is around and no good. Rebound to Cameron. He's fouled from behind by Heisey. That's his third personal, so we will go to the other end for the free throw. Heisey is 34, just moving into your picture at the bottom right now. There you see getting Cameron from behind.